Good morning, everybody. So our warm-up today are these two questions. First question is find the area of this rectangle. And second question is find the circumference of that circle. Now, just to clarify, that says 4.1 centimeters. All right, so let's just go over them quickly. So the area of a rectangle is base times height. The base here is 8.8, and the height is 3.2. So I'm simply just going to grab my calculator and do 8, oops, I got to turn it on, that helps, 8.8 times 3.2, and I get 28.16 feet squared because it's an area. Okay, we got a feet squared because I'm filling it in, right? I'm shading in that area. Now, the circumference down below, that is a radius, so it's 2 pi r, so 2 times 3.14 times 4.1. So I'm just going to do that in my calculator here, and I get 25.748 centimeters. And because this is just a line, that is all I need to do for this one. How do you do? All right, all I want you to do here is just think and answer a question. Would you rather get 2 6-inch pizzas or 1 9-inch pizza? Why? Please answer that now. Thank you. All right, on this slide, I actually am going to put a note up here in a minute that goes to a YouTube video. I can't show the YouTube video in here. This is a really neat YouTube video about how a circle area is figured out, how it actually really relates to a parallelogram. And so watch the video and then answer these questions about the video. All right, so I know this has been a little bit disjointed because it's kind of pop, but that's kind of how it has to happen when they won't let me show YouTube videos within this, which I get, but right, that's how it is. So you just learned that essentially if you take a bunch of pieces out of a circle and stretch them out, you get a parallelogram. And so you essentially have base times height, which becomes your area formula. Now, if we look at this picture, we've done a nice job with this picture yesterday. So I just took this picture, and all of this in here is what we talk about area. So if I'm just labeling it, area is all of this inside portion, right? So this is the area. Now, the area formula is pi r squared, which is the same as pi times r times r. And in general, if you remember that area, all the labels have squared because you're ultimately trying to find a bunch of little squares in here and how many of them fit in this idea. If you can remember that area itself is squared and that there are a bunch of squares, then you'll be able to differentiate that formula. Formulas will also be listed for you, but still, the big one that in the past has been really confused by my kids is area is pi r squared and circumference is 2 pi r because, right, they have a pi symbol, an r, and a 2. They're just put in different spots, but they're very, very different. So please really work to keep that straight. Make sure you have some diagram like this one that I just put up there out. Area there. I'm just highlighting area a little bit because you're going to need these formulas as we go forward. So area today, pi r squared. Most everything that we're going to do is, well, everything that we're going to do instead of pi, we're going to do 3.14 times the radius squared. So whatever that is, you're just going to put the radius in your calculator. I know this is backwards. And then usually there's, it's going to be backwards. But right here is an X2 button, right? It'll look like this. That is typically your squared button in a calculator. Or you can just simply rewrite it as 3.14 times whatever r is times r again. And that's how you get area. And then remember, your label is going to be units squared, not just units. Okay, so big things to remember. Circumference, radius, diameter is just like centimeters because it's a line. Once you start to fill it in its area, it's centimeters squared or units squared. All right, so we're going to go ahead and practice these. So I'd like you to do this with me here. I'm going to go through our 4 steps, write the formula, substitute the value, solve, and label. I'm going to do them. Hopefully you're writing them too. And then I'll ask you just, what is the answer at the end here. So for the blue circle right down here, it gives me a radius. So since it gives me the radius in my formula, and I'm trying to find area, it says A equals, that is pi r squared. And this is great. It gave me a radius. So my area is, substitute values, 3.14 times 3 squared. Okay? Now, this is where order of operations come in and why we went over that. We need to deal with squared or exponents first. So we're going to do 3 squared, which is 3 times 3. So area equals 3.14 times 9. And then I'll just go ahead and put that into my calculator, 3.14 times 9. And I get area equals 28.26 centimeters squared. Remember, once again, that for area, we're trying to figure out how many little squares are in there, like you're painting a wall. So make sure you label it as such. Now, for the red, distractions in the house, you know how it works. For the red here, this is given us as a diameter. So we have a problem because our area formula is pi r squared. It doesn't give us an option to use the diameter. So we have to remember how to convert a diameter back to a radius. So if a diameter is all the way across, a radius is just half that. So remember, in order to find the radius, we can do diameter divided by 2. So 14 divided by 2 is 7 feet. So the radius here is 7 feet. Now I can fill out the rest. Area equals 3.14 times 7 squared. 7 squared is 49, so I get 3.14 times 49. 3.14 times 49, and that is area of 153.86 feet squared. All right, what was the answer for the blue one? And what was the answer for the red? All right, you're going to get practice yourself here. Remember that we need a radius. So remember those little hiccups. Hopefully you wrote this down. All right, so these two questions are similar to the ones I did before. Numbers have changed, but the same fundamental idea. So if you have these written down, it should be pretty straightforward for you. So let's look at the blue one right below. The first thing I want you to do is write the formula and substitute the values. Okay, so that should look something like pi r squared and then 3.14 times 8.1 squared. And I suppose it's hard probably on your end to write the squared part there, so you could do 8.1 times 8.1. I just want to make sure you are substituting, in this case, the radius correctly. All right, solve that problem, have a correct label. Remember, in this case, it should be inches squared. All right, so simply I'm doing 8.1 squared, and then I'm doing 3.14 times that answer, and I typed that wrong in mine, 3.14 times 8.1 squared. So I get an area of 206.0154 inches squared. What was the answer for that one? All right, so now in red over here, right, in this one, right below me now, that 22 is the diameter all the way across. So there's a couple of tricky things here. So the first thing I want you to do is tell me what I need to do with that 22. Yeah, hopefully you said we need to cut it in half and find that it's 11 so that we could properly do our area equals pi r squared as area equals 3.14 times 11 squared. So now finish solving that and give me the label as well. All right, so this is going to be 3.14 times 11 squared, which is 379.94. What is the label going to be here? Yeah, this one might be tricky. Since there's no label, we just call it units. We still need to do the squared, so it should be 379.94 units squared. So what was the answer for the red one? All right, so we're going to do this problem right over here. Same kind of deal. Be paying attention here. I have a radius and a diameter listed there, but I want you to see, what is the 24 meters listed on? Yeah, it's listed on the diameter, right? It's listed all the way across, but we need a radius for this problem, pi r squared. So please give me the final answer with a label for this problem. All right, you should have area, excuse my hand, area equals 3.14 times 12 squared because you're doing the you're doing half of that for the radius, and that gets us an area of 452.16 meters squared. So what was the answer for that one? Okay, great. So now let's move over here and do this one. So now notice, similar type problem. I'll do it up here. Similar type problem, but where's the 24? Yeah, it's on the radius. So now you should be able to solve from here and give me an answer. All right, so this is going to be let's write the formula first. Hold on, slow down, Mr. Wah. Pi r squared. So it should be 3.14 times 24 squared. 3.14 times 24 squared is 1,808.64. My label is meters again, squared. So what was the answer for that one? Good. All right, for this one, I want you to catch Theo's mistake. So here is Theo's work, and you're going to see. So it starts out and says area equals pi r squared, and in the circle, which you don't have a picture of, in the circle, the radius was 16. So Theo does this, 3.14 times 16 squared, okay? So what we start to see is this happen. This, and then this, and then that as an answer. So what did Theo do wrong? Okay, now Theo did 16 times 2 here. 16, oh, I used white, probably should do that. 16 times 2 right here to get 32. But remember, that's not times 2. It's an exponent. It's squared. It means times itself, multiplied by itself. So will you please correctly solve the problem? All right, so this should simply at this point be 16 squared, or 16 times 16. So we should have 314 times 256. And now that answer gets us 803.84 inches squared. So notice too, just how big a difference that is, right? Doing 16 squared versus 16 times 2 is, in this case, over a 700 square inch difference. Okay, good job. What was the answer to this problem? All right, 2 word problems, and then we're going to talk about that pizza problem. All right, so up at the top here, we have Maria and Greg are making circular coasters. You can kind of see that right up above there. They want the radius of each coaster to be 5 centimeters long. So how many square centimeters will each coaster cover on a table? It's a word problem. I want you to give you a shot right now. Just try and solve it. What do you think the answer is? Okay, now a little more information. As you can see in the picture, it's round and it says the radius is 5. So if we were to draw that picture, we're literally talking about this. Now, we want to know how many square centimeters, so our answer needs to be in centimeters squared. Well, that's perfect because area equals pi r squared. Area equals 3.14 times the radius of 5 squared. Go ahead, double check. What do you think the answer is now? Yeah, so we should just do exactly what it says. 3.14 times 5 squared, which is 25, and we get 78, use the pen, 78.5 centimeters squared. So how many centimeters squares will each coaster cover on a table? What is that answer? Yeah, in a complete sentence, right? It's each coaster will cover 78.5. All right, learning to get a little bit better over time in this, although now that this is in my way. There we go, let's move that out of the way. So let's look down here, and I made a couple of mistakes, so that's why you have the weird like hole punch and stuff, but still it'll work. So if we look at a circular tablecloth, kind of like that, it has a diameter of 14 feet. What's the area of that tablecloth? All right, so if we drew it and it has a diameter of 14, what does that mean its radius is? Right, so if the radius is 7, then pi r squared becomes area equals 3.14 times 7 squared. 3.147 squared is 49. I get area is 153.86. I talked about feet right there, feet squared. All right, what was the answer to this one in a complete sentence? Yeah, it should be the area of the tablecloth is 153.86 feet squared. All right, final question. Talking about these pizzas. We asked you earlier, now you've done some of this work. What which pizza, let's say they're all the same type, it's the same brand, it's the same company, it's whatever. And let's say it was the same price to get 2 of this pizza and 1 of this one. Which one do you want and why? Yeah, what did you do? What is your thought process to try and figure this out? I mean, once again, it's a word problem. So for me, I'm going to draw some of these pictures, right? So I'm going to say I have 2 6-inch pizzas. Oh, by the way, maybe I didn't say this. When that's the radius in this case, okay? The radius is 6. I tried to draw that on a picture, but I didn't explain it. So 2 6-inch pizza radius, 1 inch. So I'm actually going to pause for a second and give you another chance to answer it in case that was an issue. All right, so I have 6 inches here, and then on this the bigger one, it's only 9. But here I have 2 of them, right? So which one's kind of the better deal, right? Well, for the 2 pizzas over here, we have area equals pi r squared. So area equals 3.14 times 6 squared, or 36. And I get 113.04. But wait, Mr. Waugh, there are 2 of them. So I'm going to multiply that by 2, and I get 226.08 inch squared of pizza to have both of these. That's for both. So, do you want that one or do you want the 9-inch pizza? Well, let's check out the 9-inch pizza. So area equals 3.14 times 9 squared. Oh, parentheses, squared. So 3.14 times 81, 254.34 inches squared. So the single 9-inch radius pizza is a better deal, or you get more pizza than the two smaller ones, right? Like that's why, even if you look at the wall and you just see the pizza kind of go like a little bit bigger, it's a lot more pizza. Okay. So, how did your guess, your initial thought process compare with your final answer? And what do you think? All right, y'all. That's it for area. Tomorrow in Zoom, we will work on this some more as a class. And then what we're heading into is putting them all together for your final. Good luck. Have a good